Guess starting with yesterday, how would you evaluate yourself from that performance against one of the better defenses in the league?
Yeah, I think we got off to a really good start. I think the biggest thing though is like for a quarterback, the biggest stat you have is wins and losses. So 0-1 as a starter at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if I threw for a bunch of yards or no yards at all. I think you look back at the game and there's a lot of good, a lot of bad. But ended with a loss. So hopefully when those situations come up in the fourth quarter in the future, I'll have more experience and be able to pull through with a win.
How valuable is having some film to go into the offseason? Other than just preseason, obviously.
Yeah, it's huge. I don't know what it's like for 6th-round rookie quarterbacks in the past, but I don't know if they normally get opportunities or what, but I know that this was a huge opportunity for me and a huge momentum boost going into the offseason. And it could have gone a lot of ways, whether, it was really bad, you're probably, overthinking a little bit, the worst possibilities. But, I think it went well enough to give me the confidence to go in this offseason and attack it with the right mindset.
Yeah, that being said, you didn't get the win, but you did some good things out there, and a lot of your teammates saw the good as well. What does that do for you, knowing that you can play in this league?
Yeah, it does a lot. Baker Mayfield said once that negative thoughts are undefeated, and when you haven't played, I think those negative thoughts can creep into your mind, and the what if. But I challenged myself to go into the mindset, go into the game thinking like even if. So like even if this goes poorly, I'll still be all right. And even if I throw for a bunch of yards or win the game, we're still gonna wake up the next day and go back to work. So yeah, I think it's huge. And yeah, there were some good things I did. Those guys were wide open at the end of the day. Those throws weren't necessarily super hard throws. Coaches did an outstanding job scheming them up, and we had a good idea what they were going to be playing when they were going to be playing it, and they really called great plays. And our guys went out there and executed. Felt like had a clean pocket all day, and I can do a better job in the pocket on a couple plays looking back. But the other 10 guys made me look really good.
What can you take away from the experience of being in command of this offense Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday before the games?
Yeah. That's probably the biggest thing. As a quarterback, when you go in against Jacksonville, having no reps with the guys ever, right? And that's not something that I'm complaining about. That's the nature of this league. I didn't know that coming in. I remember thinking the 2 gets no reps, and it's a little bit shocking. But the NFL doesn't have numbers like they do in college. In college, the 2 gets reps in the offense, pretty much just the same amount as the 1 besides walkthroughs. And in the NFL it's different. But to have those few practices meant the world to me. Have those conversations about where I want guys to be when I want them to be there, and how. I didn't try to give my opinion too much, honestly. It was more, hey, how can I help you? Alec, if you're running a post against quarters, how can I help you? What do you want to do? Where do you want this landmark to be? I think that's a better approach as a rookie than to try to tell people where to go and when to go. Hey, that wouldn't be too good.
I asked Phillip Rivers, I said, would you entertain the possibility of maybe coming back and being part of the staff? He didn't say no.
He didn't?
No, he didn't say no. But that being said, would you entertain something? What would that mean to you to have someone like him around here with you guys next year possibly?
Yeah, that's a good question. Phillip, obviously, he's the man. Everybody loves Phillip. He's, been so much to me, meant so much to me these last few weeks. I've learned probably more from him than I could have ever imagined. And a lot of that stuff is the intangibles, the off-the-field stuff. And then the on-the-field stuff, shoot. He's just dialed. He's I don't know, something over 200 starts in a row or something like that. He's seen it all. He's seen the evolution of defenses. He understands defensive coordinators and their play calling tendencies. It's really cool to see. Helped us a lot. Helped me a lot with the game plan this week. So I'd love to have him around more. But yeah, I think all the coaches on our staff, from Cam Turner, QB coach, to Coach Jim Bob and Shane, everybody around us, Coach Tanny, everybody's just doing an outstanding job, helping me prepare. So to add another friendly guy around who's who's always looking out for us quarterbacks would be awesome.
Has the game slowed down for you at all? Just in general, from like training camp to now, getting that first round under your belt?
Yeah, the game slowed down a lot, and I think the biggest, reason for that is in the NFL, you got 10 guys around you who are professionals and do exactly what they're supposed to do, and you don't have to worry about the what ifs and the what can go wrong. I think it's really cool that when I just go into a game and I'm like, all I got to do is do my job, take a 5-step drop, throw it to a guy that's going to be wide open because he's, really good. I think that makes it really easy on the quarterback, and it slows the game down for sure.
What are your plans this offseason? Where are you going to be? Who are you going to work with?
Yeah, good question. I have no idea right now. I've never done this before, and I didn't want to think about it before the off season. So these next few days, I'll write up a schedule, make calls to former quarterbacks, strength and conditioning guys, everything. We'll build a good plan together. I have no idea.
Do you have any sort of understanding though of like what opportunity you have to just focusing on playing quarterback as opposed to training for the combine and for interviews and all that stuff?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. Able to take a little bit of time to yourself and get the mental side right. But that whole draft prep stuff, it'll take a lot of time off your hands, especially as a quarterback when you got to rewatch your college film and know exactly like what the play call was on 3rd and 10, your second game of the year in the first quarter. They'll ask you stuff like that. And it's like, I don't know. But you're studying that instead of studying the game of football. But it'll be fun to be able to just focus in on myself, my development, and try to help this team.
Not a very serious question, but considering Philip's kind of like family to you, we all get tired of family at some point. Do you have to tell them goodbye for a little while now? You spend the off season
I say that. We're both going home tomorrow, so we're gonna be right next to each other. So I'm sure we'll both be bored back home, and probably just watch games together, watch these playoffs together, or something like that. But I haven't gotten tired of him yet. Oh, he's probably gotten tired of me, honestly. But yeah, it's been fun.
There's kind of a big opportunity next offseason during the offseason program for more reps for you. The quarterback situation's not the same as it was this last offseason.
Yeah.
So what kind of an opportunity is that for you? Not only last year was national championship, Senior Bowl, draft stuff, you never got to chill. So what's kind of your mentality going into it, not only as a pro quarterback, but you might actually get extra work with how the quarterback situation is?
Yeah. I don't really, I'm gonna go in with the mindset of just try to be the best version of me. Obviously this is Daniel's team right now, and if he doesn't go down, obviously the season ends a lot differently. So I think being of service to him, help make sure he's back and healthy, while focusing on myself when I can, will be a big deal. But by no means do I think that Daniel is a heck of a football player, so I'm excited to learn from him this offseason, and until he gets back healthy, I think I'll be able to take advantage of the reps that I'm given, and I'm looking forward to it.
That being said, how important is it for this team to figure out a way to get the guy that you have a lot of respect for back here next year, DJ?
Yeah, it's huge. Daniel, I guess he's probably not the most outgoing guy to the media and stuff, but around the facility, everybody just loves him. Everybody has fallen in love with his work ethic. I've grown in ways I can't even imagine. And he holds me to a really high standard too. If I don't know the game plan, he knows the game plan, when I'm the second string quarterback, he'll call me out on it and humble me a little bit in a friendly way, because we have a close relationship. And man, he's everything that this program needs. And I think that you guys were able to see that at the start of this season. So.